Alright, so part of me didn't want to make this video because a lot of people already have, but if I remember correct, a couple months ago when she first made her Holocaust claim, I made a video about it, so yeah, I'll make a video about this. Whoopi Goldberg doubles down on claim the Holocaust wasn't racial, calling it white-on-white violence. Because, when it's white people killing white people, it's not as bad as, white people killing a different race, I guess. After causing an uproar the first time around, comedian TV host Whoopi Goldberg again claimed the Holocaust was not racial in nature, but was an example of white-on-white violence. Strange. Jewish people, they say they're not white, but then sometimes they say they are. Anyway, moving on. Because both Nazis and Jews are white people. Goldberg was suspended from her job co-hosting The View for 2 weeks earlier this year over similar remarks during one episode. During an interview with the Sunday Times over the weekend, Goldberg lamented the outcry her comments generated back then and defended herself, saying the claim that Jews were not the victims of racism during the Holocaust was factually correct. Remember who they were killing first. They were not killing racially. They were killing physically. They were killing people they considered to be mentally defective. I hate to say it, but one of the first groups of people the Nazis went after were mentally and physically disabled people. People who were born that way, because the Nazis viewed them as genetically inferior. When the interviewer countered, Nazis did not view the Jews as white, but rather as a subhuman race, Goldberg responded by saying, "Yes, but that's the killer, isn't it?" Again, the Nazis dehumanized Jewish people, and they demonized them. It made it easier to kill them. In this next article here, she goes on to say, "You could find me," because she's black. I guess she's saying she'd stick out. "You couldn't find them," meaning Jews. Yeah, the Nazis could find them, because before they started rounding them up, they put them in a Jewish registry. They used to have to wear, like, the yellow Star of David on their jacket. That was identification, a marker. So identification was the first step. Then rounding them up was the second step. And then the final solution was the third step. So the whole point she's making about how you couldn't find them, I disagree with that. The Nazis, they had a system in place to find them. I think that's where all the outrage comes from, that point she's trying to make about how you couldn't find them. Then she gets really degenerately gross by saying, "You would have thought I'd taken a big old stinky dump on the table, butt naked." That's a bad image to have in my head. Anyway, in an episode of The View in January, Goldberg, "The Holocaust isn't about race, but was an example of man's inhumanity to man." And she got suspended for that, so is she gonna get suspended again? I highly doubt she'll be fired. Why? 1, she's black. 2, she's a woman. 3, I think she's a lesbian, I'm not sure. And 4, her name sounds Jewish, which is probably why she changed it to a Jewish name. But she's not Jewish. Goldberg's choice to double down on the claim with Colbert and in more recent Sunday Times interview suggests her apology was insincere. Yeah, I kind of guessed that when she apologized. But anyway. Alright, that's it for my little ramble. Take care.